I recently moved into my house, and every time I walk my dogs, I walk past a house that I see this lady runs a hair salon from her house, and I specifically walk by her house, basically stalking her so that I can meet her outside at some point and ask to sign up. So finally, like yesterday, I met her husband outside, and so I signed up, went, got a haircut today. She did a fantastic job. I was so happy. And like, I haven't had a haircut in over a year. The last time I cut my hair, I trimmed my own ends because I literally don't trust anyone with my hair. But yeah, what do you guys think? Do you think these curls are too tight? I feel like when she curled it, the only thing is these curls are a little bit too tight. But she didn't take too much off. It's still long. It still has the layers. And she's the only person that ever kept this. Every hairdresser, they do it flat. You know, they straighten your hair and they make this super flat. She actually kept my wave. Anyway, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, we talk about fragrances. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And today's video is about the best date night fragrances for women. This is because Valentine's Day is coming up. So most of these fragrances are going to be good cold weather scents. Some of them are good for all climates, but I'm kind of making this Valentine's Day centric, not specifically, but date night scents that are romantic, that kind of thing. I'm gonna stay away from the really typical ones. I think I have like one common one that's just because it's my personal favorite. But we're not gonna be mentioning Delina or La Vie est Belle or like, you know, those really common ones that you guys always hear about. Yeah, like I literally have one popular one. Anyway, so we're gonna get started. My first one is YSL Manifesto L'Eclat. Manifesto L'Eclat, I love so much. I tried Manifesto as well. They're like 90% the same. I do prefer the L'Eclat. It's a little bit lighter. It has a little bit more green nuances and it's less sour, strangely. Even though it has a green nuance, I find that the original Manifesto went a little bit sour on my skin. This one doesn't. It's very vanilla and tonka centric, but it has cassis or blackcurrant buds. And it has tea, bergamot. It has those little bit of citrusy notes that lighten it, and it's not just a heavy vanilla fragrance. It's very fluffy, actually. It smells kind of like marshmallows, even though there's no marshmallow note in here, and it's super cozy. It's a really great date night fragrance. It doesn't last that long, like it'll last 6 or 7 hours, but after the first hour where you get a really nice trail, it kind of just becomes a skin scent. But for dates and close encounters, it's perfect. The next one, and I'm sure you guys have heard about this one a million times, so I'm just gonna touch on it super quick, is Alien by Thierry Mugler. They have reformulated since Estee Lauder bought this out. I just got this recently. This is the new formulation. It is soapier. It's still that beautiful, thick indolic jasmine with amber. I love this. This works perfectly on me. This is one of the only fragrances that I legit get compliments on from people. It does last a really, really long time. Like this still does last a full day, a good 12 to 14 hours, even with the reformulated version. I do get out of this, but it's one of my favorites. I love jasmine. It's very sexy. I don't recommend this for a first date. Know the person you're going with, know their tastes before you smash this on yourself, because it is super strong and somebody just might really not like it. It's quite polarizing. So yeah, know your partner's taste before you go for this, but I love it, and that's Alien by Thierry Mugler, or now just Mugler. The next one is Dior Pure Poison, and I have the Elixir version. This one has a note of cacao, and I don't smell the cacao at all, but it's just a very rich, creamy, sexy white floral. It smells very clean. It's one of those fragrances that I like to put on just after a shower. It's a very, very sexy white floral. There's some musk in there. It's quite captivating. I do really like this fragrance. I recommend it for dates. If you can't get the Elixir, because I know it's discontinued, just go for the original Pure Poison. It's quite a safe blind buy, I would say. It has a very romantic aura about it, very sensual. It's good for a classy date. It's good for a nice restaurant or movie, maybe a nice walk in the park somewhere where if there's a nice breeze outside, then you get like wafts of this fragrance. See, I'm giving you guys date ideas on top of fragrance ideas. But yeah, that's Dior Pure Poison Elixir. The next one I'm recommending, and this one I only have a sample of, is Narciso Fleur Musc. This one is actually my scent of the day. I've tried this a few times. The first time I tried it, I didn't like it. I found it too floral, but then I tried it again and again, and the more I try it, the more I fall in love with it. It's that classic Narciso musk that brand is known for. Their like absolutely amazing musk fragrances. They are very sexy, they're very unique, and they last a long time. This one has an added rose, peony, and some spices. It's a very elegant fragrance for when you dress up. Maybe you guys are going salsa dancing or somewhere that you're gonna be really close to the person. Somewhere a little bit more fancy, I would go for the Fleur musk. And I added it into my list as well because not only is it a really beautiful, unique fragrance, I also wanted to include a musk fragrance because I'm trying to cover all bases. So we have a vanilla, we have a white floral, we have a really indolic jasmine amber, now we have a musk. The next one is Guerlain La Petite Robe Noire Intense. And this one I recently got and I really like it. This is more playful. My camera's really out of focus when I put it on live focus mode. So you're gonna have to excuse me, but I am filming with my phone. So that's why when I put it on live focus mode, it just focuses on my face. And then when I put the bottles up to the camera, it like hardly zooms. But anyway, this is a really elegant cotton candy-ish fragrance. It's very sweet. It's quite gourmand, and I like it even though I'm not a gourmand lover. It also has a note of blueberry, which I didn't notice at all when I first wore it, but then I wore it some more and I do notice it. This one lasts a very long time as well. This one, you will get a full night's wear out of it. Like I would say 10 hours. And it's one of those sexy, sweet, playful fragrances. So I would wear this maybe on a group date, or if you're going to a party, somewhere fun, lively, I would go for La Petite Robe Noire Intense. I prefer it over the original La Petite Robe Noire because it doesn't have the cherry note. I find the cherry note in that fragrance a little bit irritating. Cherry is very hit and miss for me. This one doesn't have it, and I really enjoy it. So that is Guerlain La Petite Robe Noire Intense. It comes in this dark blue bottle. There's like a million flankers of this and they all come in different color bottles with different dresses, but anyway. My next fragrance is Burberry Her Intense. This one I have mentioned a couple times in previous videos, and it's a really nice whipped cream and berry fragrance. It's very rich. It's a little bit reminiscent of Maison Francis Kurkdjian Baccarat Rouge 540. Absolutely not a dupe. Not a dupe, but the sweet notes are very similar. The perfumer behind this is the same perfumer. You can expect similarities. Not a dupe, but a really, really nice fragrance. And I've mentioned it in a previous video. The vibe that I get from this one is a really cozy, kind of you're chilling by the fireplace and you're eating berries with whipped cream. It smells like berries and whipped cream. That's why, like, I'm not being all that creative. And I would really think this is a great kind of hanging out at home, Netflix and chill type of fragrance. It's very cozy, it's very inviting, it's sweet, not too sweet. It does have gourmand nuances, but very wearable, very sexy, very nice for a date. So that's Burberry Her Intense. Yeah, so the next one that I have is a very budget-friendly one, and this one isn't mentioned a lot at all, and this is Hugo Boss Deep Red. I have a tester bottle, so it doesn't have a proper cap. This one smells like I'm gonna spray it in the air. There's a really prominent orange note in here mixed with vanilla and black currant. There's also a really nice woodiness. This is a great evening fragrance. It's very sensual. There's a lot of musk in here as well. Really nice, sexy musk. So this is a great cool weather fragrance, fall, winter kind of weather. I wouldn't wear this in the summer or just on a hot day because it would be too cloying. This one I discovered when I was in high school, and I really liked it ever since. So for me, it's a little bit of a nostalgic fragrance, but I do find it very sexy, and it's not worn very often, so you are gonna smell unique, and people do tend to actually like this one. And yeah, I got this bottle for 29 Canadian dollars. So that's Hugo Boss Deep Red. Then my next fragrance is also budget friendly, and this is a celebrity fragrance. I literally have never heard anyone talk about this. This is Sofia by Sofia Vergara. I wanted to include some budget friendly options that also smell very, very nice for a date, because they don't all have to be like $100 plus. There's some really good options that are even under $30. This one I got for 29. Canadian. The sprayer is actually really good. So it opens up and there's a certain like tartness to it. And it's vanilla based. It almost smells caramel-y, but there's no caramel in here. It is very sweet. It has a little bit of La Vie Belle vibes, but La Vie Belle I find quite cloying and I can't actually wear it myself. This one I really like, and I liked this from the first moment that I sprayed it. And it lasts a very long time as well. You'll get a good 6 to 8 hours out of it. The tartness that's in here, it's blackberry, and it also has blackcurrant buds. I have a common theme throughout that I'm noticing. Most of these fragrances have blackcurrant or blackcurrant bud, and I guess that's one of my favorite notes in fragrances because most of the fragrances that I gravitate towards have that note, but that's going to be a separate video. But yeah, this one is very rich but not obnoxious. It's sweet. We know men sometimes tend to like sweet fragrances, especially men that are not in fragcom, men that are not really into fragrances. They do tend to like a sweeter fragrance on a woman. That's just how it is. They like sweet, feminine smelling fragrances, generally. So this one would be great. This is, I think I said $29. You can find this on FragranceNet or fragrancebuy.ca. I will try to find them and link them for you all down below. And yeah, that one's really good. I have 2 honorable mentions. My first honorable mention is Diesel Loverdose Red Kiss. This is an honorable mention only because it is quite generic smelling. It's nothing special, it's nothing outstanding. It is sweet. It's for the gourmand lovers. It has sugar, cacao, hazelnut. It's very pretty. It has a berry kind of vibe as well on top of all those sugary, chocolatey notes. And yeah, it's nice. It's a really nice, sweet fragrance, but it's nothing unique. However, you can find this for really cheap, especially if you're in Canada and you go to Shoppers Drug Mart. There's that rack that's like $19.99 fragrances. This is where I got this. And sometimes they have them for $17. So that, plus it's very long lasting. I wore this a few times. Every time I get 10 hours plus out of it. So yeah, it's a really sexy kind of gourmand fragrance. So for the gourmand lovers out there, I do recommend trying this Loverdose Red Kiss. It's a really nice fragrance. And the last one is Bath & Body Works Into the Night. This I also recently purchased. This one is similar to Sofia Vergara. It's it's in that same chapter. It's in that same sweet patchouli with blackcurrant. Like that's a common theme for date night fragrances. La Vie Belle has that combo. Sofia Vergara has that combo, and this one as well has patchouli and some mixed berries. It's a really nice fragrance. It's ambery, it's rich, it's quite long lasting, it's sweet, it's really great for the money. Also guys, don't go buy this and pay full pop. This is like $40. You don't need to pay $40 for this. Wait for a sale. They have sales all the time. Buy 3, get 3 free or whatever. Buy 2, get 1 free. Get some kind of sale because I got this, it was like their Black Friday event. I ended up paying $20 for this. For $20, it's amazing. It does last quite a while. It's a really pleasant fragrance. It's quite unique. It does have a little bit La Vie Belle vibe, so it's in that same kind of fruit chuli, berry chuli kind of thing. So that one is very nice as well. Please let me know what your favorite date night fragrances are. What are you guys going to be wearing for Valentine's Day? Where are you guys going? Are you doing Valentine's Day? Is that even a thing anymore? I never did anything for Valentine's Day except this video. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.